Go. Oh, I like how it says go.
Yeah. So it's counting down from 4, really.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, guys. How are we doing today? What's going on?
Hmm.
Let us know. This thing is this. I'm not angry at the StreamYard thing. I think StreamYard is just I would say just as good. Not StreamYard. Restream is just as good as StreamYard, but it's just new. And so
Right. You have to do the learning curve. You have to learn
yeah.
it.
And there's on StreamYard, there's like 2 or 3 tabs. Here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tabs.
What?
Click on. Yeah. So the first one is the thing I was searching for earlier. So what position is your screen in? My cat has a what? I need. Hold on 1 second. Is everything going good in there? Yeah. Okay. My cat. Oh God.
Uh-oh.
My cat had her legs open, which sounds weird, but I wanted to look at her incision. And I figured she's not gonna want me to do that. She's sleeping. She just like rolled over, whatever, and I figured I'd give a good look because she's been trying to lick at it. She's been hiding underneath of my bed and licking, so I can't get to her. And then whenever I try to get her, she freaking scratches me up and bites me.
I mean,
So,
again, these are all reasons why.
or get a cat that's already fixed.
Wow. Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is good advice. Pro tip from Tina.
Yes.
But fixed.
If you want to rescue kittens or the cat distribution system comes to you, don't say no, as I would say, but that's my opinion. And then the next tab is who's here, and then it is the comments, then it is the banners, then it is the color scheme, then it is QR links for me to, I don't know, sell $100 headphones.
Okay.
Anyone want $100 headphones? I can give you a link for them. And then the private chat, and then a section where you can add music. I can add hip hop music, chill music, and then a section for me to take notes for what's going on. So those are all the sections.
How many notes are you taking while this meeting is going on?
0. Yeah. I don't think I've ever taken notes while we're reading any of our books. I maybe took notes when we didn't do our first book, but when I went on with you and we read November 9.
Oh, yeah.
I think I took notes for that because I'm like, I was very nervous about that.
Years ago, Tina. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, how long have we been doing this?
I was
like
17
when years. Yeah, it was right
20.
before you turned 18.
Yeah, and I'm about to turn 20.
Like emailing with your mom about whether it was going to be okay for you to like be on a camera, and she was like, "Yes, Tina's got this."
She was so, and that was so. First of all, I want to shout out to you. That was so amazing that you did that. That is such a good thing to do. Like,
well, I talking about poor little Julie in this book, like we want to make sure we take care of people and that they're not exploited, right?
Yes. Yeah, and like it's so people who do things they shouldn't. I'm not ignoring that person, but people who do things they shouldn't be doing, they are like, well, I just thought it would be fine. They're almost 18. Like I thought I could just message them, and then like I didn't even think. But that's like you not make sure you're not getting in trouble for anything, but you protect that person. You do that, and that it's that's amazing. You did that.
Protecting you, but also it protects me.
Yes, of course,
right. I don't want to get like
parental
kind of like I don't know red flag because your mom and dad called the police because I put you. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want you to be in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Yes. I want to make sure we're all above board and living our favorite life.
Yes. So. Yeah, but that had to been maybe 3 years ago now. I was about to turn 18.
At least 3. It might have been 4 years ago.
I'm about to turn 20. So, yeah.
Oh, no. So it would have been. So you're about to turn 18. So it was only 2 years ago.
Well, 3. Almost 18. Then almost 19. A year from almost 18 to almost 19. And then a year from almost 20. So, 3 years.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, there's some messages here from
Ooh, who's here? Who's here?
Casey is here. Hi,
Casey, we haven't
Casey.
seen you forever.
Yes, long time no see. How are you doing? What's going on? Hi. You may know me reading my spicy books. Oh, okay. Oh,
Scary
okay.
books. Casey, you should have been reading this.
Scary. Scary.
This
Oh my gosh.
book is
I'm reading wrong because I
is
assumed.
it scary? I feel like it's not. I don't know. Is it scary? Kind of sometimes.
It is not.
It's
Here's the thing.
more.
You would think, oh, it's scary, but then, oh, and if you know those scenes that they were playing on their own, they'd be scary. But we have this idea of she's an idiot, and there's 24 books in the series, so it's not that scary. It's just like, oh, this girl's dumb.
No. I guess the scary parts are more tense.
Yes, and like the idea of what happened is terrifying. Like the idea of like what's
The idea of what happened. Like if we really, really thought about what happened, which I'm, by the way, super glad that we don't know anything about what happened to Gabby.
Oh
Other
yeah,
than
yeah,
she died.
yeah.
We don't know the details. I kind of hope we never find out the details.
I think we're probably going to, but I'm surprised we didn't find out because I thought she would be,
Agreed.
yeah. But and well, some romance. Ooh, okay. On your May TBR, getting some spicy romance. I read that wrong. Sorry.
Spicy.
Yes. Show. There we go. Cats. Yes. Tina, I got a free book from my library. Nora Roberts' book. I don't know the title at the moment though. Okay, that's exciting, and that's so great because like you that's where you find Nora Roberts books. You find them at the sales, you find them at the discount places, you find them someone's mom dies or whatever, and they put a lot of them on Facebook. So like
Get the title because we were talking about doing a Nora Roberts book.
Yeah.
For our next book, whenever we decide to do it. June? Did we decide we're doing this in June? Maybe we didn't. But so maybe if this is a book you haven't read, Tina, maybe this could be our next book.
Yeah. I was thinking about, well, we read a newer book, and then we read not Mika with us. We read a I think it was from like probably 2014, 2012-ish, that book. So maybe we'll read something from like the 90s.
Oh my god.
There is
that would be like a blast from the past, because if we're lost in time in 2007 in this book, when there's like email is brand new and like all of this stuff back in 1990, like I mean, I didn't even have, like, I went to college. I graduated from college in 91. And I remember going to college in 87 with, like, I still carried a quarter in my shoe so that I could make a phone call at a payphone if I had to.
Wow.
My boyfriend was in the Marine Corps out in California.
Yeah.
And he stood in line for hours at a payphone to call me on Sunday nights. And he would drop in the quarters into the payphone. And then the operator would come on and say, please deposit 75 more cents for 2 minutes. And then you would hear him like begging for 75 cents from the guys in line. And then he'd like drop another quarter or two in. And we literally would talk until they cut us off.
Oh my gosh.
And then he got, you've probably never even heard of this, a calling card. Have you ever heard of a calling card?
I've heard of a calling card, but I thought that was like I don't know. I've heard that as a reference to like a murderer has a calling card or something like that.
Okay, no. A calling card is like a credit card, but it is only for making phone calls.
Okay.
And so you can like upload, I don't know, $20 on it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have to punch in a whole bunch of numbers before the phone number or after the phone number. I don't remember. Yeah. But that's how you're paying for the long distance call, is like from your calling card. And so
Huh.
when my boyfriend got like I think he was like 2 years into the Marine Corps before he had enough, like, I don't know, believability for like a phone company to give him a calling card.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
maybe his dad had to co-sign for it or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But when he got the calling card, it was like the greatest day of our lives because he didn't have to be collecting quarters anymore.
Yeah. Mhm. That's cute.
That's 1990.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's a whole different world. So I actually would be quite curious to read a Nora Roberts book from the olden times with
Okay.
you,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
has, like, never lived in the olden times.
No, I have not lived in the olden times. I've heard a lot about it from my parents, but I have not lived it. Um, so there was one I haven't looked yet, but there's one I was thinking about. Uh, and it has a devil element where like there's someone who's
No,
doing satanic
no,
rituals.
no, 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 no,
Here's the thing, I
no.
couldn't read that alone, so I'm gonna have to push it off a couple more years
You're
until
not
I.
reading it with me either.
Okay, we'll read
Just
it
say
together.
that right now.
But there is a new book that's coming out, a new Nora Roberts book that comes out the end of May. That is a romantic suspense. But I figured maybe we should do something more older and something that'd be fun. I don't know what else we have. What else? I definitely will look. But there are a lot of. She started publishing romantic suspense in, I believe it was '87.
Okay,
So she went from category to romantic suspense. So
okay.
we have a good catalog of romantic suspense.
Me too.
My phone's actually resting on Legacy. And
Oh.
hopefully we find something better than that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Little emojis from Casey. Thank you. I'll have to check it. I'll have to check it out. Okay. See which book you're talking about. See what book it is. Let us know. Okay, 1 minute. Oh, this
Okay.
might actually be the book, Divine Evil. Let me see. Hold on one
That's
second.
the demon
So,
one? I don't want the demon one. Lily, this fits in with your horror theme with the if it is demonic.
it's not okay. So I think the plot of the book that I'm talking about, I don't know if it's this one or not. Um, it is a killer that is a Satanist, but it's not actually real. Like it's like the Satanism isn't.
Isn't it? I don't know. This is why I can't do demonic stuff because I think it might actually be real.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing is okay. So JD Robb, her pen name, right? She has her in depth series under that pen name, and it is so freaking good. The books are literally fantastic. But the fifth one in the series, the one I'm at, is following an occult Satanist. And I just have been putting it off for so long because I have I've talked about it before, religious anxiety. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bought it on Audible to like force myself, like just get through it and then we can read the next like 50, 60 books in the series. So, but I don't know. I asked people, I've been asking in all these Facebook groups, can I skip it? Can I skip this book? And they're like,
No.
if you're worried about that element, it is fake. It's all smoke and mirrors. Spoiler for the book, ceremony and death. But I would say no. I would say don't skip it. I would say don't skip. It's really important. Things happen in that book that are important. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm still having to decide on that one. But
Yeah. The demon stuff,
yeah,
those kind of movies, ghosts and demons, I like can't do it. I am more if I had to go see a scary movie, it would be more of the like, I don't know, Freddy Krueger, even though I'm terrified by all of those. But if I had to choose between Freddy Krueger and The Exorcist, I'm going Freddy Krueger all the time.
Freddy Krueger is still supernatural.
Right. But there's supernatural that I don't believe in.
Okay, you
And
don't believe?
there's like demons that I kind of do believe in.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I'll do ghosts. I don't watch horror movies, but if I would watch ghosts because I don't believe in ghosts. But I could.
Right.
I
Right.
don't want to. I don't want to watch demons or like the show Evil. Right, my parents love it. But the show Evil is about like like an exorcist and stuff like that. Like it's following like that
Like
moment in the
anything
Catholic Church.
possessing someone's body?
No, it's more
I
like
don't
they're fighting demons that are like attaching themselves to people. Like there's a nun who likes always like ripping demons off people. I mean, like beating demons and like throwing them on holy water. I mean, like I'm gonna get you. You know what I mean? And then she's like fighting other demons and she's like solving people's marital problems and the demon like crumbles or whatever. I haven't watched it. I see it on YouTube Shorts a lot, but my parents are like, I don't think that's like, I'm like, that's scary. I don't want to watch it. My parents are like, that's hilarious. Like they watch it and
well, the way you are describing it does sound hilarious,
it is
actually.
kind of funny that this nun is like holding up
They're
like a lamp
snatching demons off of people? I don't know.
and is like,
You
what do you
beating them
want with,
up? Like,
what do you want with pastor? What do you want with father? Whatever his name is, push a wooden spoon up against his head and be like, what do you want? It is kind of funny, but it's also like, whew. Let me see if I can find Divine Evil on my. I put every single Nora Roberts book I haven't read on my Audible wish list.
Oh, okay.
So I'm able to find it and read the synopsis of Divine Evil. Let's see.
Casey, have you started reading it yet?
Maybe not.
Maybe you and Casey can do a thing. Oh my God, I just realized I have my skirt on backwards all day.
Is it just a flat skirt or is it like it shouldn't be on backwards?
It's been on back. Hang on. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I was like, I wonder why this doesn't seem like it fits. Well, now we know.
Yes.
All right. Except now the front of it is like super wrinkled where I've been sitting on it all day. Oh, well, whatever. I'm going to keep sitting.
Yes.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
I took great. I'm wearing the same outfit I was wearing yesterday.
Are you wearing the muumuu again?
Yeah. I just honestly, I did take it off.
I gotta get a muumuu.
Put on like, it was a bit cold in the house. It was a bit cold. I wanted to go cook dinner. So I put on like sweatsuit and then I got back in this after that and I haven't taken it off since. I don't leave the house. Like I said before we started, I go grocery shopping every 2 weeks. That is when I leave the house. And sometimes I don't even go with my parents. I stay home. So I'll go out like once a month. Okay. I'll go outside in this to walk around my backyard.
I would go outside in that. I want to buy some muumuu so I can go outside this summer in my muumuu. I'm having Mrs. Roper summer. That's what I would like to have.
That sounds like a plan. You definitely need to buy some muumuus.
I do. I need to get to a store somewhere. We're getting ready to have a train strike, so I don't know if we'll be able to get out of town. But I guess stores they don't sell nice clothes here in this town.
Really?
Where they sell the fabric isn't great.
Okay.
There aren't yeah, I mean, there's stores. There are not very many clothing stores, but the clothing stores that are here are a little bit the fabric is not nice. The fabric is either like it could spontaneously combust in the sunlight because I'm sure that it's highly flammable.
Yeah.
Or it's just not good fabric.
Like microfiber-y? Like microfiber? Because that's what a lot of
like 1970s polyester.
Okay.
Rayon.
Rayon's good.
I'm not paying 60 euro for a shirt made out of rayon.
Rayon is bamboo. Rayon.
Oh, I think this is like 1970s rayon, which I don't think it's bamboo.
Okay. Then that's fair, I guess. But Walmart's muumuus, I'll only get really like 10, 15 wears out of them because they're like microfiber and they all start not microfiber totally, but they're like microfiber sheets. Like let me show you this. They are like very like they're silky, but they'll pill really quickly. And they'll start.
Yeah.
And I can't. Once something starts pilling, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I recently got this, which take on pills off on. back to me, which is percale,
Ooh,
which is like a,
percale.
it's like 100% cotton. It's like the way the lady on QVC described it was, it's like the sheets you had when you were a kid, like the sheets your parents had, and it's like a
Oh,
dry
yeah.
cotton. It's like nice. It's like it's gonna be good for the summer. It's cooling, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like silky and nasty and gross. It's just like, she didn't say that because they sell those sheets, but for me, that's how I describe it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. No, it definitely had silky, nasty, and gross.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what I got when I first got my bed, was just like a set with microfiber sheets, but one use, and I couldn't use them anymore. They were pilly and covered in human hair and cat hair, and they wouldn't come off.
Ooh.
Let me type in. I'm sorry. Let me type in this name real quick.
Okay.
So I can try to look up this book because I'm so curious about it. So it might take a second to get to the next comment, and then space. I have to type it in this TV, which is the worst. But here we are in life. Okay, I should have that. Now I should be able to go to the next comment. 1 second. Sorry, my son just got in trouble from me. Ooh, so I missed a few minutes of the chat. No, you're fine. What did your son do?
Basically still trying to figure out if Tina has ever read Divine Evil.
I've
No,
never
Divine Evil is the book that she was talking about with the demons.
Yeah, I've never read it.
Nothing. You've missed nothing.
Yeah, you missed nothing. We've been talking about sheets and muumuus. Okay, search. Sorry, guys. I didn't just delete that, did I? Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Okay, Divine Evil. Found it. Okay. Click that. Okay, here we are. I'm going to read the synopsis.
Okay.
In a gripping novel of a small town scandal, and sizzling passion. Okay, I'm going to skip the New York Times bestseller. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's one. He tells a story of a reowned artist.
Oh, renowned artist.
Renowned. Oops,
Okay.
sorry about that one. I'm not good at reading, so bear with me. Okay. So it's a story of a renowned artist who confronts her mysterious past and finds her family's secrets have not been laid to rest. Famed sculpturist Claire Campbell has, oh my gosh, I'm not good at reading, commanded the attention of the New York Times art world. The New York art world. But troubling memories of her childhood draw her home to Maryland, to the town where she grew up and where her father died so long ago, in circumstance never really explained. Nothing much has changed in Edinburgh, except Cameron something. Okay, Cameron, clearly the love interest here.
Okay.
A one-time high school bad boy turned town sheriff.
Okay.
The only hint of Cam's wild past is the light in his eyes when he looks at Claire. In Cam's strong arms.
I feel like this is not the demonic novel that you were thinking of.
Oh, here it comes, I think. In Cam's strong arms, seduced into falling in love and believing that her small town world was safe. But within the woods of Edinburgh. Hello? Hold on 1 second. Within the woods of Edinburgh, something evil is spreading its poisonous power. Now Claire must pay the price for digging up secrets of the past and confront the evil that may be unstoppable.
What?
Because those who practice believe it is divine.
Huh?
Those who practice it believe it is divine.
Well, I didn't hear anything about a priest.
Nothing evil either. Nothing satanic. But I think we should read that book. It's gonna have romance.
Oh, you like it because of the sizzling passion.
I like it because he's a town sheriff, and I read
about sizzling passion.
There's another Nora Roberts book where there's a town sheriff, and I think he used to be like a troublemaker when he was a kid, and it was so fantastic. It was literally one of her best books ever, and it was a category romance, but it was like so good. So we'll see. And that is 17 hours long, so it's longer than this book.
Ooh. All right. Well, let's keep it in mind for the rotation. I would be willing to brave the sizzling passion if Casey was going to read it with us.
Okay. I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
He's trying to push my buttons today. Life of an autism mom. Okay.
Well, Casey, summer is coming.
Yes. That is true. Yeah. Heart emojis. Yes. Okay. So, question is, where's Mika at?
Oh yeah, where is Mika?
Because we can't really.
Let me see if there's something in the Discord.
Yeah. Let us know. And if is my this is live, obviously, because Casey's here, but
I don't see anything from Mika. You're right. Where is Mika?
Oh, there's no, that doesn't work. Never mind. Oh, there you go. There's no comments from Mika. I'll show that there's, I believe you guys. I'm down for the book. Okay, good to know. But I don't know.
Hang on. Let me see if I can I don't know if I send a message on if I send a private message to Mika, if she'll get an email or something. Is that how Discord works?
She might get an email, but she'll also get the notification, of course. So she'll get that as a notification, but she might get an email. You might not as well.
Okay, let me send this real quick. Okay. I think I sent her a direct message. So I should add her as a friend. I literally don't know what I'm doing on Discord right now.
That will also send her a notification as well.
Oh, okay.
Adding her as a friend. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
I hope she's okay, yeah. I don't know. I probably should know as the host, but I don't know what else to do. So here we are. I guess we can chit chat for a bit longer if that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool by me.
Yeah.
Almost, because I feel like we might have decided that what our book is going to be.
Yeah, maybe. I guess we can see. Maybe I can look at the other books we have.
Divine Evil. Nora Roberts. Oh, is it from it's current or it's from 1990?
It's from the 90s, yeah. I don't own it, I don't think. Is there any details? No, there's no more details. Okay, go back. Purchase it for credit? No, I don't want to do that, not yet. Plus I'm a homeschool mom. I'm now a homeschool mom.
Oh wow.
That is an amazing,
hard to me.
I know. I mean, if you're doing it it's also hard, by the way, but if you're doing it actually being their teacher, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I hope homeschool is working for him. I know homeschool works for a lot of kids. I think for me, it was probably not the right choice, but no regrets. I don't want to have regrets, but maybe it wasn't the best choice for me, but that was because I was doing it on the computer and I wasn't doing it. So I maybe needed more structure, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when you're taking classes on the computer, you have to be super into it, or you have to have a parent who is standing on top of you, making you do it, because it's too easy to blow it off.
Yeah. And that's what I did. And that's kind of what I'm currently doing as well, because I have to go do my reading test to get a GED and I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So here we are in life. I don't know. But hopefully that's going well for your son.
Christina!
Hi, Christina! Long time no see. How have you been?
Hello.
Yes. Saying hi. Oh wait, maybe this isn't on hi. Oh no, I hope she's okay. Yeah. I don't know the last time I heard from her, or last time I heard of her in the chat was, yesterday. I mean, it's only been one day.
Yeah, it's only been one day. And we definitely, before we left last night, we're saying we were coming back today.
Was there a time zone change?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, well, saying hi. Remember to hydrate. Yes, I need to. I feel like I've really been not drinking water at all.
I forgot to do my laundry today. It's literally sitting right there in front of the washing machine.
Yeah. I need to do my laundry again. I do laundry. I'll stack up a good couple weeks of laundry and then go do it. But I'm gonna wash this muumuu so I can wear it again. I didn't wash it from the store. I just put it right on. Like at home.
Like I'm just putting something on my body.
Yes. And in the same day also went, first time in a while, I tried something on at Goodwill, which my mom is like, don't do that.
Really?
She gets, what's it called? I forget what it's called. She gets, she doesn't have any, like, even the cat. She didn't want, like, when we first got the cat, when we brought her home, she wouldn't hold the cat. She wouldn't pet the cat until she got a bath. She was, like, very not. She doesn't like doing anything like that. There was a cat that was stray in our neighborhood, and not our neighborhood, in our holler, and I was like,
holler? Is that what you said? You live in a holler?
I live in a holler. So, but she wouldn't. The cat was cuddling on me, rubbing everywhere, and she was like, when you get inside, put your clothes immediately in the washer and go take a shower. Like, she was not having it. But
people do donate nasty stuff to the Goodwill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I tried on a pair of jeans. They were like flare, and they didn't fit me, which was so sad because I want one. I want a pair of flare jeans, but here we are. But I do live in a holler. Do you know what that is?
I mean, technically no, but I have an image in my head.
So it's like,
I've also seen like the outside of the bridge, the road, and
So that bridge, that's what it's like just a little area. There's like a house. There's a house like down there. There's a house over there. There's a house over there. A couple trailers. And then there is that bridge. And then once you go past the bridge, it's a very windy road. And there's like houses up in the mountains through it. And that is a holler, basically. It's kind of just like a neighborhood carved out of a mountain.
Okay.
There's like big rock walls as you drive into our holler because they literally chopped up the mountain and put a neighborhood in it, basically. So it's a 2-mile walk to the outside, to the road. Or it's just 2 miles, basically, to basically just a highway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I live in a holler.
You're from the holler.
Yes. Take the meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Thank you. Make sure to sub and ring the bell. Hopefully you get notified. Yes. And honestly, the only thing I do over here is these sprints. So, yeah.
Which means probably Mika got notified. Ooh, this is weird. It is very weird.
Let me look down and just see. She's not here yet. It is weird, yeah.
Because she's always the first one here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Could you send the link, like go on YouTube, get the link and put it in the chat, or not put it in the chat, but put it in like the general chat of the Discord?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I can't really do much on my side. So I have to leave. I'm the teacher, yes. Which is amazing. You're doing that. I feel you, Lily. That's what I've done for years. That's what I had to do for years. My eldest has just turned 20 and my youngest just turned 17. Both autistic. Oh, okay, wow. I knew your youngest was autistic, but I didn't know both of them were. Um, and my youngest has gone to school from home since he was in kindergarten. Okay, and he's 17. Yeah, 17. That's interesting. That's so amazing.
Wait, what was that? Somebody's kid, whose kid hasn't been to school? Oh, wait, this is it. Christina's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were a little bit ago, you were dealing with a 15-year-old who, maybe now they're 17, who was having a hard time with school with their IEP. So maybe it's like a school's like giving you the curriculum and they don't want to give, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. They
No,
like,
I remember a bunch of drama around IEP.
yeah.
They weren't giving an IEP or there was something. Yeah, I remember.
It was that they changed the IEP without letting them know. Which is insane. And we had a hard time with getting an IEP, like with, actually following my IEP in school. School left me with no choice. My son can't even cross the street by himself. They lost track of my son and another oh my God.
Wow.
That's horrifying.
Wow.
Yeah. And maybe like a school field trip, or maybe he wandered out of the building or something. That is crazy. And did that ever happen in my school? We lost kids? No, I don't think so. But they
Wow.
definitely. That's crazy. I'm so sorry that happened, but I'm glad he's okay. Now in 11th grade. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you're still teaching him. I found they were found by the grocery store by another middle school mom. Oh my God, that is literally horrifying.
Wow.
Sorry that happened to you guys. I'm glad he's okay.
Wow.
That's insane. And like we had autistic kids in our school, and like there were, and they had he had someone name was forget his name, but he had like a boy name to mine. His name was Santino, and like Christina, but like a boy name, I guess. His name was Santino, and he had aide with him all of the time.
Yeah.
So he never really got, and there was nice aides, there's mean aides, of course, but most of the time it was fine. But we had like a special ed class at our school, and one of the teachers who was like, she lived around the corner from us, one of the, I guess, teachers workers in the room or whatever, they would like be physical with the kids, like hurting them, like secretly, like they would like pinch the kids with Down syndrome. She would pinch them, and it's like,
Not cool.
what's going on? And I think my mom told the principal, and the principal like did nothing about it. It was just crazy. And that lady was insane too, by the way. I want to clarify that.
Just want to clarify that.
We went to her house one time because she like lived right by us, and she was crazy. That is awful. That is awful and criminal. Yes, it is. Oh my God. Let's see. 1 second. Nope, not yet. She's not here yet. Wait, this one did. There you go. Okay. I'm so shocked. This was last fall. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. That's hard. I'm so sorry that happened to you guys. I'm glad he's okay. Thank you so much for listening. You're a warrior, Mom. Yes, and you're teaching both your kids. That's crazy. That's wild. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, there's so much love in the chat.
Yes, supporting each other through homeschooling and having autistic kids. That's cute. No. Did I click that? Did I click end stream? No, I didn't. Is the stream still going?
No, we're still here.
Why is the end stream button easily clickable right under the comments? That's my real question. Thank you. Yes.
Hang on, I got a message.
Oh.
Oh, it's oh, she's just looking at the clock now. Okay, everything's okay.
Okay, good. Whew. I'm glad everything's okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
Let
She's like, oh shoot.
yeah. Let big cat.
Hopefully we will see her momentarily.
Yes. Oh, your son's 29, not 20. Okay, that's amazing. You've been parenting for a long time.
Was it a typo or like you forgot?
Either way, but wow, that's amazing. Yes. Where do the years go? Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally insane. They blamed a faulty gym door. The thing was they shouldn't have doors where children can wander out. Like they shouldn't have that in school, I feel like.
Yeah, and I feel like if your son can't cross the street, like they should have better eyes on him so that even if
Yes.
he opens the gym door, they should be able to see that he's wandering away and go out and get him.
Yeah. And there aren't guards. Like there should be, I feel like there should be, and at some schools I guess they do like guards at the doors and stuff like that. Which I feel like they probably should do, but I don't know. I don't know if we had guards at our doors, but like there was also crossing guards at like the roads you crossed to get from the school and stuff like that. So I feel like I don't know. That's surprising. But I don't know if that's common if there are crossing guards at every road.
Casey, I can't remember where you live. Minnesota?
I don't know either.
Where's that Christina that lives? Christina lives in Michigan, I think.
Yes.
I don't know where Casey lives.
Incident happened 19 months ago, sometime in the morning, and they didn't call me until 1 p.m. Wait, so they found your child, brought him back to school, and didn't tell you? That's insane. Or they didn't find him for a few hours. Oh my god, that's terrifying. And that kind of stuff happens like my parents were very like, my dad's very like anti like school system, you know what I mean? He kind of had a bad experience with it. So anytime anything happened, my dad was up there like flipping out, you know what I mean? Which I feel like was a good thing sometimes. That's insane. He did online school, but he did it at home. Oh, okay. There's one case manager that screwed everything up for me and made me lose his disability. Oh my gosh. And now having a really hard time. Oh, getting it. I'm assuming back. I'm so sorry that's happening. That's just the worst. It's like, why? It's so insanely crazy how hard it is to get disability. I'm currently trying to apply for it. I applied, I got denied, and I'm applying again. I'm like, and it's just like, why is it like, why are you asking me these questions over and over again? It feels like it's just so strange. It's so weird. And my parents, like, they were like, yeah, this is like how it is or whatever. But I'm like, this is just.
I think there's just so much fraud with disability
Yeah.
that at least it used to be. I have no idea what's happening with the US government now and social services. Like
maybe
I
they're
feel
trying
you can
to
just
make it less
social
fraudulent.
services goodbye because they're not even being funded anymore.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, maybe it'll be less fraudulent. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
No, it means there will be no money for the people who need it.
yeah. But my parents were like, this is just how it is. Typically, you get denied multiple times before they accept it. So I guess things are getting worse. I don't know. Yeah, you're having a hard time getting it back. Thank you guys, of course. I would have lost it, Lily. That's the only reason we do it the way we do. He's a wanderer. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I made
Right.
Lucky cry, and I honestly don't care. Yeah, and that's what my dad would do. Like my dad would go up to the school and be like, "What the hell are you guys doing? Like, what is actually going on here?" Like my teacher, and this is not even as close to being bad, but my teacher said to my parents, like, "Oh yeah, she her brother, who's 10 years older than me, is the reason I'm doing bad in the class because I'm his sister." And my parents were not having it. They're like, you're gonna treat her worse because what? You know what I mean? It's just so yeah, that is why I was also homeschooled, but it didn't go well. Hopefully I'm assuming it's going way better for your children. About her feelings. No, that's fair. Oh my gosh, Mika! Hi!
Oh,
Hi,
Mika.
Mika! No, you're fine.
We're worried.
Yeah. Oh, we were worried. We're glad you're okay. I didn't realize it was already late. Yeah, you're fine. You're good. You're good. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're okay. And we can start reading.
Tina was like, where's Mika? And I was like, I don't know. You're right. We haven't heard anything from Mika.
Yeah. I was just like, I assumed you'd be the first comment, so I'm like, I guess I'll just keep going and then we'll see what happens. But it's 30 minutes. I'm like, but you're fine. I had a dream about doing that last night, about being late. But I wasn't it was more like 2 hours that I was late. I was like, So, yeah. Hold on a second. Gosh. Had to let the cat out. Okay. Oh wait. I wouldn't either. Something like that could happen to him. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of lucky that nothing happened to both kids.
Yeah. Very, very lucky. That's crazy.
Typo. Okay, 29 to 20. All right, I'll
Okay.
take it.
My son never wandered off. Has never wandered off. He left campus by the other student. Okay, he was led out of campus by the other student. Oh. Was it was it another disabled student, or was it some bad kid? And did that bad kid, I guess, it's a kid, but help him cross the street and stuff like that? Take him to the grocery store to get some candy or something, or not trying to make light of the situation, but yeah. Saying hi Mika, yes. Exactly too. Or her kid never leaving, yeah. Oh wait, yeah, the who should be watching all the stuff. Three adults are supposed to be watching the kids. Yeah, three adults at once. Wow. I think at our school it was not like that at all. And we did have autistic kids in the class. But when my youngest wandered, he doesn't see what they're wait, let me read that again. When my youngest wanders, he doesn't see what is there. He sees his own world. Oh, okay. So he could walk into the road and never see it. Wow. That's crazy. That must be really scary. Okay, Washington State. Yeah, okay. So you're on PS.
Oh.
Yes, I think I remember that part. All right. There's maybe a faculty door. They're supposed to watch them, but there's a long time you don't notice. But that's a long time not to notice 2 kids missing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4 hours or 3 hours or however many hours. I wonder if they noticed the kids were missing ever and the other middle school mom just brought them back to school.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like, which is just insane. And at school we did have a door they would take the trash out, and that was our there was a girls and a boys lunchroom, And then to go to the bathroom, you had to there's a boys and a girls side for the bathroom, but you would walk out of the lunchroom doors. They would slam behind you, and then there was a lot of wiggle room. So you had to walk to the bathroom, but you could go over, and there was a big door that led right to the parking lot. And that was always padlocked, because unless there was like an event going on or something like that, they were using that door, where like children were with their parents, and my mom worked at the school, so I would be with her and she would be watching me. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay, are we back?
Yep.
Okay. So what?
You're still here.
Okay,
Nothing was weird for me.
Oh, okay. I was like lagging on my side. I'm like, this is really weird. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So there was like, you could try to go to that door, but you weren't actually gonna be able to get out that door. Yeah. So, and was there stairs to the front door? I don't know, but they were always. I don't know. Maybe that probably did happen eventually. Someone maybe escaped, but I don't know if I remember that. Here we are. In Michigan, yes. Until hours later. They told me hours later. Okay, so they didn't notice until hours later, and they didn't tell you until hours later. That's crazy.
It's really crazy, because where did they think, like, didn't the kids have to go to class?
Yeah.
At some point? And then when they don't show up for their class, doesn't a teacher send out the alert?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially if they're,
Apparently not.
or whatever. But it's like, and then with us, it's like when you get in line, there's a boys line, there's a girls line, and they like in their head, they probably count the heads and just like, okay, like we would do lines to get to class when we all went to the same class together.
Lines of cocaine? Nothing.
We'd be in lines, and then we'd go to our math class, we'd go to our gym class, whatever. So they would like count our heads, and they would take attendance every single. And they didn't take attendance every single time, no. So maybe the teacher wouldn't know someone was absent. Like thought, oh, they've probably been absent all day or something like that. Saying hi. Wait, show. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh no, I'm the only one. I only just caught up with the chat. Are you still okay? Wait, what? Am I confused?
No.
I'm saying, am I the only one that's confused here on? Oh no, I only just caught up with the chat. Is your sin okay? Cat?
I think it's a typo. Son. I think she means son. Is your son okay?
Son. Okay. Sorry.
I think yeah, son.
Yes, I believe her son is okay. Sorry about that one. I was confused there. The last dilemma, because I was a grateful what?
Huh.
Am I the only
one? Denial of the Social Security, getting it back.
Oh, last denial. Okay, yeah. So hopefully, news for me. Hopefully, it happens. Soon, maybe, I don't know. My son is good, Mika, thanks to God's protection. Yeah. Clearly no adults were doing it. Thank God, yeah. Sorry, I was just confused. And I'm just like, we've been just chatting for an hour, so I'm a little bit like.
And we've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have to focus to figure out what's like this whole thing going on in the chat that I'm like, okay, they've had this whole conversation that we didn't know about until like we're just catching up too.
Yeah. So yes, another special ed class. I have no clue what the other student was thinking. Okay. Yeah. Their solution was to fix the door and put the kid on suspension. Ooh. Okay. Well, I mean, it's good they fixed the door, but maybe, I I don't know. I don't know if there should have been more, but I don't know. Not good enough for me. That's curious. What? I'm not saying that's what did you want to happen? I guess, right? Because maybe get that teacher in trouble. Because yeah, I think that would make sense. But get the teacher in trouble because it's like, how do they not notice? There's 3 people in that room. None of them notice.
Right. It seems like they don't have procedures in place for something like this. They
No,
need to
clearly not. I feel like they should. YouTube deleted one of my comments. Someone tried to set fire to my husband's school.
What?
4 different rooms. Yeah, your husband's a teacher. That's insane. Like a student or like a mass maniac. 4
Wow. While
different.
people were like in the school?
Yeah, like during a school day or like, oh my gosh, some random person or like, what's going on here? That's insane. Was there ever any incidents at our school? There was never any real. Well, there was like someone escaped from a prison near us, and I think we did a lockdown for that. And there was like a maniac on the loose or something like that. Like something of that sort of situation. Maniac on the loose. It sounds so much like something from SpongeBob. There was like
Sounds like
maybe
a
like
music video.
a killer or something like out trying to murder people or something like that. So we were on lockdown for that. But no one ever got into the school. But you know what did happen? They would do practice lockdowns for active shooters and for fires, for all that kind of stuff. And they normally said, this is a drill. Let's do a fire thing or let us know for an announcement. They didn't let us know that it was fake for an active shooter. And my mom works at the school. So they had a meeting that day. They said, we're doing an active shooter drill today. And, my mom like didn't assume they told me. And she didn't get to see me before that was at work. But there was we had to hide in the closet and we all thought it was real. And I was terrified. I was like, my mom's dead. Like that's my first thought was like, she's in the lunchroom. She probably, and all the kids were like laughing and like being loud. And I'm like just panicking. And it was insane. And then they were like, oh, that was a drill. And we're like, what? I'm like, what do you mean it was a drill? You're supposed to tell us it was a drill. Like, that was the most insane thing ever. My mom was like, I'm so sorry. I thought they would have told you it was a drill. Like, they're supposed to tell you it's a drill. Which is insane. Terrifying. Literally terrifying. Oh my God, Mika. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that, guys.
Legacy is not holding up very well, is it?
No, it is not. It's also I have my nightstand on my bed, so it's like not.
Oh, it's not stable.
No, it's not too stable. Can I move y'all like that? There we go. Okay. They claimed to look for them. They claimed to look for them. Okay, but they didn't actually. Like we were looking for them, but we couldn't find them. Yesterday they found. Oh my God, it was new. Oh my gosh. Yesterday they found a note that said, "I'm going to kill all of you."
Yikes.
Oh my God. And I bet, and I mean, if I was your husband, if I was you, he would not be going back to that school anytime soon. Like, oh my gosh, that is literally terrifying. That, hope everything's okay. I would assume, like, don't let him go back to work. At least for a little bit. Yeah, I believe none of their PR. That's fair. That is fair. That is literally terrifying that happened, Mika. Where are we at? Hold on. Okay. I think we got a good amount of comments left. Maybe we should. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Take a pause and then maybe do some reading, but we'll see. The store wasn't that far. But for the other middle school, they found them before they did. Okay. Shows me their side of the story is full of holes. Yeah. Let me see where we at in the comments. We have maybe we don't have that many comments left. Okay, never mind. Okay. Middle school mom saw them, and they were like, these kids do not look like they should be by themselves, which is fair, and then brought them back, hopefully. So she put them in her car and took them back to the middle school. That's crazy. That's literally insane.
Wow.
But good for that mom for doing that. They were covered. No, sorry, wrong. They were covering their own asses. I can't have my child around incompetent adults who cannot handle doing their own jobs properly.
Yeah.
That is very much fair. Grateful actions, which means you're being paid with money. I get paid in hugs. Which is great for me, but not for the bills. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So grateful actions and like I don't know. I don't know all this lingo, but
Well, why do you think they think you were employed?
yeah.
Are they saying you as in like your family unit is employed? Or because I don't know. Like, why would they think you're employed if you're not making any money?
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's crazy what's going on, Mika. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The police is in and out of the school. It's insane. Yeah, I can't imagine that happening. That's crazy. Hopefully he's safe. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Hopefully that was just like a crazy bluff or something.
Yeah, and how is someone able to like set fires in 4 rooms in a school without getting caught?
Yeah. I mean, was it more than one person?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe we should read. No?
Maybe we should read because we only have an hour.
We have an hour, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's. Oh, my back hurts so bad. Okay. Oh my god. My TV's acting up. Oh, can you stop? There you go. It stopped. Stopped right on QVC. Okay. Let me open up Audible, and I'm assuming we're going to read 2 chapters, but we might be able to squeeze
Look
through.
and see. We need to read 3.
Yeah, because that'll be a
Look
little bit longer. But
short chapter in there.
if Audible will open. Oh, you guys don't know how it was possible, or if it was multiple people. Yeah, that's crazy. I would hope they tell you like all the information they have, but I guess not. Is there what's happening here? Just copy and pasting that? Oh wait, what? Hold on one second. Yes, ready to read this book. So no, just told me that they know my hubby works, but they said I was, and so he doesn't get enough service. He doesn't get service enough, even though I can't send him to a brick and mortar school. I can't leave him alone. Okay. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy how if you're a couple, you get less money. Like if you apply as a couple, like if you say you get $700 a month a person. When you apply for a couple, you get like $1,200. You don't get 14. And I don't really know all the deals of the situation, so I'm sorry if I'm not adding. I don't know. I'm not good at knowing all this stuff. My mom mostly does it for me. Where are we at? Okay, clicking this as well. What? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Am I lagging? I'm lagging on my end. I'm so sorry you were going through that,
Last time you
Mika.
did that.
Yeah. Casey, so sorry you're going through that as well. Yeah. Not Casey.
Uh-oh. Now we lost Tina. She must have pressed the wrong button. And there's nothing I can press except I only have leave, and I'm not leaving. We'll wait for Tina to come back. There she is.
Hi.
I'm like,
sorry
should
about that,
anything?
One last comment, and then we'll go into our sprint here.
Okay.
I show that? Gosh. Life is lifing. After a while, you get used to it. Yeah. But that sucks that's happening, though. It says we're 92% through the book. That can't be accurate.
Mine says we are 77% through the book.
Okay. What chapter are we starting on again?
35 for me, which is 36 for you.
Okay. Let's see.
Nothing moved. Trees, birds, insects. Hey, don't you dare cry. I forced calmness over my hysteria. For a long time, no one spoke. Nosy, said Claudette. Let's go.
That's it. Yeah. 36. So 35. Okay. So we are going to, where's the comments at? Edit. So we're going to read, let's see how long the chapters are. So we have chapter 34.
The sun had barely climbed above the horizon when we uncovered Gabby's body.
No, that's not it.
Margot had gone directly to it,
Incorrect.
scarcely hesitating when released inside the private fence surrounding
What is
the
happening?
She sent
This
it
thing is lagging.
I don't know, but I don't know how you're able to understand that.
I can feel it. I'm getting a little stressed out, so I'm like a little panicked here.
Nothing moved. Trees, birds.
Okay, so 35 is like 20 minutes long. 36 is 30 minutes long.
Oh.
Chapter 37.
Chapter 37 is 17. Do we want to try to do that? Because we really don't have that much time to read.
I think 3 is too much if they're that long. No?
Okay, then we can totally do 30. We can do 2 then.
I think we need to do 2 if we want to actually talk about the 2.
Okay, so let's do 36. Right? 30.
Yep.
35 to 36.
Yep.
Okay, click done and then do that. 35. Okay. Nope, that's 25. We're not doing over 10 chapters. Save. Okay. There we go. Okay. Reading Déjà Dead from chapter 35 through chapter 36. When you're done, comment done when you're finished. Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Happy reading. I'll see y'all in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Okay, I believe we are all done now.
Okay.
I don't know what do you think? I don't really know if there was a ton there.
I don't know if they're the
I
same
can't hear
person.
you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
No.
All right. I'm going to leave and come back. I don't know how to get back. Okay. I'm going to leave and come back.
Can't hear you still. Okay. I'm assuming she's going to leave and come right back. That makes sense. Let me know if you guys can hear me good. Obviously, if you can't, then I won't hear you. Okay. Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
No?
I can hear. I can. Yes, I can. There
Yes,
we go.
yes. Okay.
I can. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Sorry about that.
know if these are the same people or not. I don't know if the guy on Saint Jacques and the guy, I don't know.
I mean, she's trying to say that she thinks they might be the same people? Jean-Jacques?
I mean, the gloves, the glove that they took from Saint Jacques' apartment weeks ago, months ago,
Yeah.
matches the glove that Gabby was found with,
Yeah. So it's like, okay.
which is a different glove than they found in Tanguay's apartment.
Who's Tengay's apartment?
The who everyone thinks is dummy guy.
Okay, the apartment they just went into?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I mean, I don't know, but that guy definitely seems suspicious, though. And they could be two people working
Well,
together.
yeah.
I mean, you can have anatomy books, that's fine, but like, I mean, there was freaking dead rat paws in his room, or rodent paws.
Yeah. Like gross stuff happening in the kitchen. And he's got all of those like knives. But if he is the guy who is stabbing, I don't know. If he's the guy that scares the hookers with the knife, like, I mean, it's possible that the call from his apartment to Tempe's house was made by Gabby.
Oh my god, yeah. It's also in the night. I mean, this book takes place in the 90s. In the 90s, was there dates on your voicemails? Like,
No, it would be your answering machine. There's no voicemail.
isn't the answering machine just voicemail? You have an answering machine that answers the phone and takes a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. That existed back then? That existed back then?
Yes. Yeah, because she keeps talking about how, like, there's a message on her answering machine, but it's a hang up, right? She's leaving
So,
messages
yeah,
on answering machines everywhere.
my question is, when you answer, when you go ahead and you play that message back, on my house phone, it plays the time and date the message was left.
I think every answering machine would be different. I don't know, but they could get the phone records, and the
Yeah.
phone records would have that information.
Okay. I don't know. I think they're the same guy. They could have just used different gloves, right?
Yeah, gloves from different boxes, different manufacturers, different everything.
Yeah.
But it means, like, they took everything out of Saint Jacques' house, like a
Yeah.
long time before Gabby went missing. Well, like,
Yeah.
where are the rest of the gloves out of the box? Like, it's just, it's weird.
Yeah, which could make you think it could be a police officer that has access to them.
I think I'm off the police officer
maybe not.
theory because I don't think it's
Yeah.
Claudel.
I don't think it's Claudel, but I'm just saying it could be someone who has access to them. I don't really know if I have any really input from the chapters we've read. I feel like, I don't know,
I
there's
don't
not much
Except,
there,
can
at
I
least for me.
say, I don't know why she thinks her daughter is in Charlotte. Like, until I had confirmation, as in I've spoken with my daughter and she's told me where she is, I think I
Yeah.
wouldn't be assuming things.
I would be very concerned. It's very weird that she isn't as like on top of it. Like this is a very risky situation. You thought your best friend was fine in somewhere. Turns out she was
Right.
being murdered by a person. That person has a picture of your daughter, and you think your daughter is fine somewhere. Do something
Right.
about it, because you could regret this the way you
The
regretted that.
killer
So I
has
just feel like,
skipped town, right? Like, nobody knows where he is.
Yeah.
Guess what? He's on his way to Charlotte, North Carolina. Or I don't know, right? Like, he clearly knows more about Tempe and the people that Tempe is close to than Tempe seems to be aware of or care about.
I think they're either, number one, the same person, or maybe they're two different people who work together. I don't think they're totally disconnected.
I definitely think the guy with the rat paws in his apartment is the same guy that stole the monkey all those years ago.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's kind of the same thing, chopping off at the wrist. Just letting them dry out on the counter. It makes me think if they spread luminol on the floor that it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be just a complete and total coat of blood. Because kitchens are kind of signature to this guy, right? He left those two women on their
I mean, if
kitchen
he's
floor.
using his knives to cut people up, it seems like the question is, where is he doing that?
Yeah. And maybe he has another hideout, because if he has that place and then another place, it's like,
Although this guy is just
don't know.
cutting up animals, maybe he hasn't progressed to cutting up people, right? So maybe he's like at the beginning stages of becoming a psycho, but he's not a psycho yet.
I guess maybe. But then we totally don't know who we're
Right.
looking
We
for
have
then.
no idea who we're looking for.
Where were we at? We have a little bit more comments to read of other stuff before we get into it. Thank you, Lily. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Did they close the school, Mika? And then Mika said no. That's crazy. Oh, wow. I would have just protected everybody until they found out who it was. Yeah. Kind of like in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, don't want to compare it, but it's like, you should be keeping an eye on everyone. Similar to the voicemail, but not the same. Okay. Answering machine was just recorded to a tape, not digital. That would not have a time and date on it. Oh, okay. Unless you left a message. Okay. Thank you so much, Christina. Thanks for listening, everyone. Of course. Yet answering your machine with just recordings. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't have known any of that. Yeah. So maybe there wouldn't even be. Maybe there would be logs. I have no clue. I don't know how that works. But it was interesting, these chapters, to see the different labs and how they did it.
Yeah.
At least
we were back in the weeds a little bit, though, with the explanation of all the forensic stuff. I was like, okay, it's interesting, but like, can we just move the story along and get to the like get me to the part where we find out who the killer is? Or just tell me, are the gloves the same glove? Like, it was pages and pages of like, there's zinc and there's calcium and I'm like, just tell me, is it the same glove?
Was I confused about most of it? 100%. But I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was. We're gonna get spurts of that, which is nice within the mess
Yeah,
of
we haven't had that for a long
I'd rather
time.
get details about that. Yeah, I'd rather get details about that than Gabby's body. You know what I mean, or any other one, anyone else's body. So I did enjoy that, and it is kind of reminiscent of the show because there is, I think, a guy who was like a blood splatter, like technician or something like that at the lab, who does those experiments, and so that was kind of fun because his name was Hodge, I think. He was a really good character.
I think Gabby is the first person that guy has killed.
You think so? You think
I think they're two different people because I don't know why he didn't carve her up, like he didn't chop her up. I don't know why he didn't like sexually violate. Like I don't know why some of the other markers that he had with the other women aren't there. I think it's he like never did it before. He didn't use a knife on her at all.
Yeah. No, he strangled her, which is not what happened with the other ones. They were all, their throats were slit. They were almost decapitated, or they were decapitated. Yeah, and there was signs of, they couldn't really tell, but they thought maybe she wasn't raped.
Right.
So
I think so. I don't know. I think they're two different people, but I could be wrong.
okay, and then you think that like this one is the monkey animal guy that's going after Tempe, and the other guy is just a serial killer.
Yeah, and I think this guy's going after Tempe because of Gabby and because like he knows Tempe's a cop or he thinks Tempe's a cop and he thinks Tempe is like onto him or something. I don't know. He's playing with her. I don't know. I don't know. It could be the same guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still on that it's the same guy, but it would make sense. So like the stalker, the dummy guy, he's stalking Gabby, he's stalking Tempe, and then he's the killer of them. And then there's the other guy who is, the serial killer, dismembering bodies. Oh, he's a bug and dirt guy. Okay, so he's like, he does the bugs, he does the dirt to eat the flesh and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I was wrong about that. I haven't watched the show in probably like 5 years now, so I don't know. But I don't know. There's not really much else to say about those chapters. Yeah. I don't know. Let me see if it'll update my percentage and see what percentage I'm through with the book. So when are we going next? Are we available Saturday? Mika, could you be here on Saturday?
I can still do Saturday.
Okay.
How many chapters of this do we have left? Could we finish this on Saturday or no?
It says we're 85% through the book. So maybe like each chapter is, I don't know, 2% or whatever now. Each chapter's 5%? Let's see.
7 chapters left.
Okay. So could we start? I should be able to do Saturday, Mika is saying. Okay. Do we think we could go late on Saturday or we could start early on Saturday? I know that's asking a lot. If we can't, that's fine. But, maybe we could try to like finish this book out, do like a little, like
a marathon.
Like a marathon. Yeah. Like a little, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, we're going to stay and finish this book however long it takes. Kind of thing.
Well, if we started at So if it took us 4 hours to finish, if we had 4 hours.
Okay.
Hang on. So there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's like 3.5 hours by the time we read and talk about everything. Maybe.
Okay. So say we just do we have 4 hours if we want to round up. Do you think we could, like you were saying, do you think we could do that, Mika? Vivian, how are you feeling? It's late for you guys. I know I'm pushing it, or if we started an hour earlier, and then we finished an hour later, or something like that. I could obviously do it. I have nothing to do on Saturday. I should have taken my cat to the vet, but we need a part for the truck, and it's not getting here until Wednesday, so we're stuck.
So I have nothing going Saturday night. So I could go from 5:00 my time to 8 or 9 o'clock.
Okay.
But is that too late for
Okay, so that'd be
Mika? I don't know. What do you think, Mika? 6 o'clock
It's
your time
10
until
p.m.
6 to finish? 6
Yeah. 6 to 10.
7 to 9, 7 to 10? Does that
I mean, I'll be good. I'll be fine. And maybe I'll buy. I think we're gonna buy some snacks this weekend as well. We're gonna
maybe I'll make pizza.
Oh, okay. Like homemade pizza or frozen pizza?
I mean, it's a mix of both. I buy the dough, but then I put my own ingredients on.
That's what I call homemade pizza. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not making my own dough, even though apparently pizza dough is super easy to make. I've never made it before, so.
My dad, like his dad was born in Italy, so but he doesn't. I don't think he knows how to make pizza dough. He used to work at his dad's bakery, so start at the usual time at 6 p.m. your time, 5:12, and then we'll go for 3.5.
Yeah, I think if we're good about it, we can do 3 hours. Like maybe we read 1, 2, 4 chapters and then talk about it, and then 3 chapters and talk about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe we read 3, talk about it, 2, talk about it, 2, talk about it.
Okay.
So I think we can do it in 3 hours, right? So if we're doing 12 to 3 for you, 5 to 8 for me.
Find a podcast and go for your walk.
6 to 9 for Mika.
At least he's notifying you now.
Yes, that it's time to go for my walk, which it is not. So that should have happened a while ago.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then. Really?
Maybe we're late. Maybe it doesn't know what time it is.
Join you speculating about the book. Yes, y'all. Let's see right here, Mika. I can go for an hour. I can go for an hour later as usual. Okay. So
let's start at our regular time on Saturday, and then we'll play it by ear. If we need to finish it up on Wednesday or something, we'll finish it up.
I will be able to do Tuesday, so we can if because I don't have anything to do next week on Tuesday. So yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can get it done on Saturday. Yes. All right. Do you want to do my channel or yours, Tina? What do you prefer?
Do your channel. If you're cool with that.
Okay. Yep, I will. I'll set it up before I go to bed tonight. All right. Saturday. I will see you guys Saturday at noon Eastern. 5.
Yeah. Mika said she would do an hour earlier.
And 6 GMT plus 2.
Okay. Mika said she could do an hour earlier, but if that works for you, then that's cool. If starting an hour or more time, that's fine.
So I could probably start an hour earlier. Is that
I
better?
mean, that would give us a little bit more wiggle room.
Okay, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
start an hour earlier then. So 11 o'clock in Kentucky, 4 o'clock in Portugal, 5 o'clock in
Yes.
Germany.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta write this down because in the next 10 minutes I'm gonna forget it. Okay, Saturday, 4 p.m. my time. All right, I will set that up before I go to bed.
We don't know if we're going to do more in the series. We'll see how this book ends. We'll see what the next book looks like. But next month, we're going to probably do a Nora Roberts book, Nora Romantic Suspense. But after that, we'll see if we're interested in the second book. We're not totally sure yet, I guess, right?
We'll see. This was a rough read for me,
Yeah.
Christina. There's too much sexual violence for me. I'm not sure I enjoy Tempe all that much. So
I think I might continue with the series on my own if we choose not to read it together. Maybe, I guess, if I could maybe try. I don't know. But so I'm thinking about that, but we might not be I would say probably 60% probably not going to read more books together, but I guess we'll see. 60.
yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see.
No problem.
We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, I believe that is it for today. Today was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm glad to see everybody. I haven't seen Casey for a while, Christina for a while. It's always nice to see Mika. Always nice to see you, Tina.
You too. Very always anticipate these days. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll see y'all in just a few days on Thursday.
Yeah.
No, one
Saturday.
day between like what we used to do Mondays and Wednesdays. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will see y'all on Saturday. Okay. Bye, everybody.